welcome to the stream and live it living. Coming to my house. You tried to say that moose tracks are better than mint chocolate chip? How dare you? I try hard. Hi guys, I hope everyone's been having a good night and a good weekend. I can't believe it's Saturday. I have been both so busy and also done nothing. Still working on emotes. Have an energy drink. Hasn't quite kicked in yet, so be patient with me. Try not to fall asleep. every time I make my stream announcement in my Discord, I click the link, I remember I still haven't changed my profile picture. But it's almost time for me to make a new profile picture. So, yeah. Doing these emotes is fun, but I'm very ready for this project to be over. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it was very loud in their car inside my house. Hear it, my second floor fucking apartment, shaking the goddamn windows. Don't do that! We don't talk about the animated emotes. Let me move on. The animated emotes are just gonna be these emotes, but moving a little bit. Oh, but I could answer. Animate. Almost never. My entire channel now is just doing tryhards. The rest of my life. We had a brief and beautiful era of cat girls. They're gone now. Along with the rest of our dreams. Tearing up, I miss my cat girl. No! I will take a break from emotes as soon as I finish these ones. The animated emotes can wait. I have to prep for Mermaid. How's everyone's weekend been going? My pipes froze again. Pipes in the house is so goddamn old. If I don't do dishes every single day in the winter, I did dishes every single day last week. Starting to warm up, and I was like, this will be fine. This will be fine. The pipes won't freeze. Dishes today. Water won't drain. Pipes are frozen. Sorry, I was mumbling a little bit as I bitched about our frozen pipes. Just wanted to do dishes. Just wanted to clean. You did sleep, which was good. You need that. You got like sleep apnea or something, man. That's not true. You do a lot of other things besides sleep. You've just been sleeping a lot lately because you're catching up on it. Go for a nap. If I take a nap right now, it'll be dead. I want hot cocoa. I got hot cocoa with Lucky Charms in it. Why the fuck not? See hot cocoa with Lucky Charms, marshmallows in it, and you're like, fuck yeah, right? And then you're both got issues with the health. Don't envy each other. Anything. So, talking about Swiss Miss with Lucky Charms in it, okay? I had it. I was really excited about it. I was like, it's so good. You have Charms marshmallows. Lucky Charms marshmallows are built for cold milk. They are not built for hot milk or hot water with hot cocoa. They melted in like a fucking instant. Made me really sad. tried the Taco Bell Cinnabon hot coffee today, and it was it's truly glorious. I love it. It made neither of you should envy each other. Neither of you. The both of you are very sick. Anyway. Look at this theme, guys. It is not doing not okay. Not bad. Thank you! See, I had plans. There was a method to my madness. Yeah, I had an image in my brain, and I've been thinking on this image of how I wanted the ramen cup to look with the gold bar, and I was like, food goes with it. And then I looked up references of ramen cups, and this is exactly like the seafood cup noodle brand cup design, and I'm like, I don't even eat that brand of cup ramen. They don't even sell it at my store. Where did I see this? So, yep. Do not make this a sickness contest. Do not do that. No, I will. Both of you, stop me. This is unhealthy. Okay. This is like when you're in college and it's finals, and one kid goes, "God, I slept like 5 hours last night," and another kid's like, "I only got 2 hours of sleep," and then a third kid goes, "I haven't slept in 48 hours." Like, this is unhealthy habits. Don't make it a contest. Stop it. How are you, Gecko? How has your weekend been going? My weekend has been very slow and very fast. It's very strange. Like, today feels like I got a lot done in a very short amount of time, but it also feels like it went by really fast. We applied to places to move. Trying to move out of this terrible apartment. Is that on Disney Plus now? I want to see that. She loved it? Oh, that's so cute. So cute. I've seen previews for that movie. It looked interesting. My mom actually saw Inside Out like a couple weeks ago, and she really loved it. I know that movie has been out forever, but okay. Maybe that's what I'll do after the stream. I'll drink more energy drink and I will watch that movie. It looks good. Also, red pandas are one of my favorite animals ever. Or I could just rewatch the concept, cry my eyes out, and not do that. I'll watch Turning Red. Cry then. It is a very parent-friendly movie. My mom really liked seeing like the kind of like the way the emotions interact. She's very interested in that kind of stuff, which is pretty cool. I thought Inside Out was okay when I saw it. Like, it was not my favorite movie in the world, but maybe it was just because it was overhyped for a very long time for me, because I saw it very late. I think I only saw it like a year ago. But it yeah, it was really overhyped, and then I was like, it's okay. Saw Soul as well, which was also like, okay. When I was at my grandparents, I got to see one of my little cousins. She decided we were gonna watch this Titans film. Oh my god. That was really terrible. So bad. It was awful. And Nicolas Cage was in it! He was Superman! Oh my god! It was bad. Don't watch it. Do yourself a favor. Don't watch it. If you enjoy things and being happy about things, anything that exists, from tricycles that are in there to the Marvel series, which they reference a lot. So there is characters. Don't watch that movie. Watch the original Teen Titans movie. Watch the Teen Titans in Tokyo. That was. There was so much. And I don't even hate the Teen Titans Go, like, cartoon. I've seen episodes of the cartoon. It came out when I was in college, and for some reason my dad loved it. He was just like, it is so dumb. It is so funny. And it wasn't bad. There are some episodes I really liked, like the Tooth Fairy episode, where Raven gets addicted to eating other people's teeth. That's fucking hilarious. The movie was not. That's my strongly worded opinion on this Titan. I really want to rewatch this Titan series. I remember a lot of the darker parts. I forgot how, like, kid-friendly the show was supposed to be. It just got really dark with certain arcs later on. And they made a whole comic series, like, based off of the cartoon that came out when I was younger. Because I know there was Teen Titan comics already. They also made one specifically about some of, like, the side characters. Like, they go into, like, Jinx and Kid Flash's relationship, which is actually kind of really funny, because she turns into a good guy and dates him, but he still flirts. There's one issue where he is racing Mas and Menos, right? The little Hispanic twins who can go super fast if they're touching. And it shows him stopping and flirting with literally every girl ever. Including some of, like, the superhero girls, because it's like a televised race, and he's making a lot of pit stops so he can also eat, because it's part of the Flash's powers. He has an insanely high metabolism, so he has to continue eating. Okay? And he is much faster than Mas and Manos. But because he's made so many stops, it ends up being pretty close. Like, they're both almost to the finish line, and then Jinx steps out, and she starts getting into a fight with him about how he was flirting with a bunch of other girls, and how everyone could see it, and how he was kind of being a dick. And then he lost the race, and he was like, but I'm the fastest! And she's like, it sounds like you need to slow down. And I thought that was hilarious, girl. Jinx was one of my favorite characters. I actually watched the Young Justice series when it first came out. I remember like staying up late with my brother that night to watch the premiere of those cartoons then. And it was good. I don't like or agree what they did with the second book, whatever. But then I started reading some of the older Young Justice comics and Dad got me, and they are so much cooler than the cartoons. So much cooler. Definitely, if you get a chance, check those out. How am I shading this theme? More. I need to bring my gate down a little bit. Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn on the thing. Yeah. I forgot to turn on one of the softwares that I normally use, so maybe that was it. Better. We have not seen Vox Machina. I don't know if Art knows what that is. Was that brought up at any point? It looks interesting, but I have not. I forgot to turn on Cantabile. I know it's made by the same people who did Critical Role. Oh, it is. Is it on Hulu? That's probably why I did not bring it up to watch. I mean, I'm sure we could try to find it on a totally legal site that they've allowed it to be on. We would want to avoid all of those illegal sites that bad people use to download and steal movies and shows. Oh, it's on Amazon Prime? Well, then yeah, okay, we can watch it. I don't know why we haven't then. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow, because we just finished rewatching IT Crowd for like the 5th time, which is a fantastic show and I love it very much. But we definitely need to branch out and watch the new thing. If you haven't seen it, it's hilarious. It's on Netflix. It's an old sitcom, an old British sitcom about 3 people who work in the IT department of a very big company. And it's amazing. Love it so much. Is there a hole in your heart for Attack on Titan because it exists and it's terrible? And it's like watching it forcibly rips a hole in your vital organ because it's so awful to watch? Yes, I feel the same. Thank you. Is not a good show. No bueno. Do not like it. No. I do not like Attack on Titan. Oh god. And there was this one guy at my high school who was... Fuck, my wrists are fucking hurt. I do not! Don't tell people that! I don't like Attack on Titan because... Partially because... Oh goddamn, like... Jesus Christ, take a fucking break from all of the heartbreaking shit. Fuck. But also... I do not. I don't even know who that is. I don't like the way the Titans run. It scares the shit out of me. It is so terrifying. It's so fucked up. What? Why do they run like that? Why? Why do they run like that? Why can't they pump their arms? Why can't they run like normal people? Why do they look like giant babies flopping with like no ability to hold up their neck? And also their arms flap everywhere. I don't like it. I look at it and my brain just screams. It's like the same thing when I see an adult-sized person crawling on the ground. Like my brain just cannot, and it freaks out. That scares me more than an axe murderer. Is seeing something that is bigger than a toddler crawling at me on the ground. Like a person that's bigger than a toddler. So it could count for like a large child. It scares the shit out of me. Just like a primal instinct to kick it in the face and then run as fast as possible in the opposite direction. My brother used this knowledge against me, especially on stairs. It's even worse on stairs. If they're crawling up or downstairs, I will die. It kills me. I hate it so much. So my brother, I didn't know that I had this fear until I saw it. That's how I know that it's a very instinctual fear. I don't know why. Maybe in a past life I was murdered by a demon chick who crawled up the stairs. Who knows? But my brother found this out when I was like a senior or junior in high school. And I don't know how or what or why he did this. But at one point he just starts like crawling at me. He's on all fours the hard way where like his feet are on the ground and his hands are on the ground. And he's crawling at me really fast on the ground and he just starts hissing. And he would have been like maybe 10 years old at this point. And I lose it. I scream. Like I almost break down crying. I just book it into the other room. And he thinks this is the funniest shit in the world. He's like, this is the best. So he would do it to me every chance he could. This went on for a week. He did it up and down the stairs. He would do it like just coming out of his room. He would come in. So it finally stopped at one point because my parents were like, whatever, if he gets kicked in the face, he gets kicked in the face, right? They're like, who cares? She's old enough to know not to kick him in the face. So we doubt it'll happen. And then one day, we were getting ready to go to something, but I had like my army surplus combat boots on, which are steel-toed, right? And my parents are both downstairs getting ready because that's where their closet was. We had like a finished basement, and my dad had this ginormous closet, and my mom used to be allowed to keep her clothes there. Anyway, so my brother starts doing the weird hissing thing where he's crawling, and I back up, and then I run into the couch because like I'm in near the front door in the living room, and just immediately I climb up onto the couch. I'm like almost climbed up on the back over the couch, terrified. I'm essentially in a corner because it's either fall or face the whatever possessed baby is coming at me. And my dad comes up the stairs at this moment, and he sees me on the couch with my shoes on, which I was not allowed to do, and it's not something I even like to do. And he saw my brother like starting to climb up the couch, hissing and acting like a weirdo. And my dad realizes like, oh, he's about to lose a tooth. Like he like saw instinctual fear, and he saw me calculating how quickly I could kick him in the face and then run. And my dad was like, you have to stop. Your sister is truly frightened. He's like, you're gonna get hurt. He made my brother stop because he was truly afraid of my brother getting hurt. And my brother stopped, and this fear was never brought up again until I was in college. Because I remember this. I don't know if my brother remembers this, but I remember these things occurring. And one drunken night, I made the mistake of telling my then best friend and roommate about it. She was seeing this guy, and we will call him strangely proportioned. He was like a giant fighter. Like he somehow, like, I didn't like being within 5 feet of this guy. He was a very pleasant person, by all accounts. He was very nice. Like, no problem with his personality. He wasn't super creepy. He wasn't weird even. He was a perfectly normal person. It was just something about the proportions of like how long his limbs were and how tall he was, because he was like 6'6". He was super skinny. And my brain just was like, giant spider person, I don't like it, right? Everyone was well aware that like he creeped me out. He was well aware that he kind of creeped me out. Our apartment, you'd open the front door and it would open into the living room, but right across from the door was the stairs that would go up the stairs into like the bedroom area. It was a townhouse, it was an apartment, I'm sorry. And she had mentioned to him this fear, and he was like, I'm terrifyingly proportioned to Ginger. So they knew when I came home from school, so I remember I unlocked the door, I opened the door, and he's just crawling down the stairs at me with like his arms splayed out, and I just slammed the door closed and I just held it. Like because it opened into the house, so I just held onto the knob and like braced my feet up against the doorstop and just pulled so that he couldn't open the door when he came down the stairs. And I didn't even scream. I didn't scream, I didn't cry. I just stood there, like breathing heavily, like, okay, I'm gonna die. I'm about to die. Okay. I stood out there for like 5-10 minutes. They thought I had left. They thought that I had seen it and just noped out of the house. Until my roommate came down and she like tried to open the door and realized that I was holding it because it was still unlocked. So yeah, I don't like people crawling at me. If it's a baby, it's fine. If it's a small animal, it's fine. The second it has adult-sized limbs, it's like, no. Maybe I've watched too many horror movies. But see, like, I haven't even seen a lot of horror movies where that happens in the movie. There's not a lot of crawling action in a lot of the horror movies I've seen. I don't know why it scares me so much. Not enough. But see, like, The Ring didn't scare me. I really liked The Ring. I saw that movie and I was like, this is awesome. It was fantastic. It was super well done. I saw the American one. I've not seen the Japanese one, which I kind of do. And that series gets weird. I have read all of the synopsis of, like, that series for that plot for the original books from Japan. It's just so weird. What? No. No, what if the guy who dies at the end, what if he watched the video and he's getting like, and it shows like the flashing scene where like she's coming up, she's scaring the shit, she just comes up, she crawls up to his chair, she stands up and she's like, oh, Hana means family. Like, what if she just did that? Oh, that would be amazing. That would be truly terrifying. So I'm coloring this theme. I'm gonna drop this down actually to like 40. Yeah. Drop this down to like 60. She just voices Lilo. You know what? I figured that's what you meant when you said Lilo and Stitch. My brain was like, she obviously voices the little girl. Ah. She's also... Oh, what was her name? Oh, I can't remember. I feel like I fucked up this theme. Okay. Not themey enough. They're like, what was your favorite role? Well, I was the girl in the ring. Fuck. No. Okay, lowering the opacity of that was not the answer. We're gonna zoom out. That big shade. I meant the name of the little girl from Spirited Away, but maybe I just dropped this down to like 35? No, I think it has to be 30. No. There we go. Nope. Do 20. a little too much like solid form for me, but I kind of fucked it up a little bit. But that's okay. We'll get rid of this. Alright, now we can merge all of the layers. Now we can finally do the shading. Hooray! We didn't have knots, like any knots at all, at the grocery store. I picked up groceries, so I had to pick up Monster. First said that, I was talking about the energy drink, and then I got a stabby chest pain. And I know I get those because of my anxiety, but my brain was like, that's ironic. If you're talking about your energy drink that you got on stream, and then you have a heart attack. That would suck, wouldn't it? But I won't. I don't drink enough of these to have that be an issue anymore. I'm gonna talk about the best ice cream flavor, mint chocolate chip. My favorite thing about it is that it tastes like which is amazing. Did you know they made a candy toothpaste at one point, which is an insane idea to me? Like, kids already do not want to brush their teeth. Why would you then make a candy that looks like toothpaste so they can trick their parents into telling them they're brushing their teeth, and then they just put pure sugar all over their teeth? I would have tried to get away with that as a kid. Maybe I'm just the evil one. Goodness, the stream is already 8 o'clock. We've already been going for 30 minutes. Doesn't feel like it's been that long. Feels like it just started. You know what's really hard is going past the stationery section at the supermarket and seeing all of the plants downstairs. Because it's the 3rd month of the year. They're like, anyone who's gonna buy a planner isn't gonna do it by the 3rd month of the year. They don't know. It's stationery. Because it's very similar to packaging design. And I have to try really hard not to buy all of them. Or any of them. I also am terrible at keeping a planner. I listened to this really awesome audiobook on Amazon. I think I talked about it last stream, actually. It's good. It's called Horror Store. People should listen to it / read it. Very funny. Art told me he had a dream relating to D&D or something. Maybe it was our D&D character. I don't know. oh, I finally worked long enough at my job to have dreams about my job, which was terrifying. Like, I tried to start invoicing things like in my sleep, because it's like a software that we use to do it, and I have to check like the rates and the bills of lading and the blah 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 blah, right? And I start visualizing and trying to do that in my sleep as I'm like half awake. And instead of waking up and realizing I'm in my bed and it's the weekend and I need to stop, I halfway wake up and I go, oh, it's okay. It can wait until tomorrow. I can invoice it then. And then I fall asleep. And I wake up later, like in the morning, and realize, what happened? My job is a good job, but I don't love it that much. I don't want to do it in my sleep. I have that happen with all of my jobs at some point if I work there longer than a month, is I will have dreams about them. Sometimes they are anxiety dreams. Sometimes I'm just half asleep and going through the motions of my job. Even now, I've still had like dreams about when I worked at Giorgio's, which is ridiculous. Which is that shitty little pizza place. When I worked for a technical support center over the phone and I worked the third shift, I was the only one on the line, and I would work at it from home, and they're like, so after midnight you can go to sleep because you don't get very many calls, and you just get paid like every 15 minutes that you're on a call after midnight. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I'd go to sleep after midnight, and I remember I would like halfway wake up saying, thank you for calling New Tech Systems, how can I help you, with someone online. Like, I would answer the phone in my sleep and start prepping for their technical support and wake up halfway through my stupid fucking intro that I had to do. I'm like, shit. I had to start putting the work phone a little further away from my bed, make it harder to get to so that I would actually get up and answer it. I still twitch because we used like little iPhones that they gave us, and we would just use the basic ringer tone for it, right? I still twitch whenever I hear the basic iPhone ringer tone, like in public. My brain's like, I have to answer. No, I don't. I haven't worked at that job in years. When I was working it and I would hear that tone in public, like you could see me, my friends could see the panic on my face as I like patted my pockets to try to figure out where my work phone was, like ready to answer. making you hungry. I didn't eat before the stream, but I ate a little bit before the stream. So I'm not super hungry. The ramen doesn't work on me. Also, I've been working on drawing so many of these stupid cup ramen emotes that like I see an image of ramen and I don't even get hungry anymore. I mean, I still love ramen. I still eat it like 2-3 times a week because it's so good. But I don't get hungry just looking at pictures of it anymore. I used to not be able to look at pictures of ramen. And now I'm thinking about the ramen that I could be making if my pipes weren't frozen and I had been able to finish dishes. So now I am still. What is, in everyone's opinion, the best flavor of ice cream? I say mint chocolate chip. Livid Lemming is saying Moose Tracks. He's wrong. Anyone who says it's not mint chocolate chip is also wrong because it is the best flavor. Because it tastes like toothpaste and I love it. Nom nom nom. Although my favorite to eat regularly is like cookie dough or what is it? Fuck. There's this flavor that Ben and Jerry's does called peanut butter half baked, and it's like cookie dough and brownie batter and peanut butter swirls and fudge swirls and like vanilla or peanut butter ice cream, and it is delicious. I'm sorry your day's been a little sad, but I'm glad that you can hang out and relax and we'll try to lift your spirits a little bit as I fight anyone who says mint chocolate chip isn't the best. Actually, the Shamrock Shake came out and for March for St. Patrick's Day, and I haven't had one yet. So I'm excited to get some. You know, if it's your favorite gelato, go for it. When my parents were, they went to Germany and the Netherlands, and they kind of like went around to all the different German towns. They make all their food without preservatives or with as limited preservatives as possible. So my dad would try vanilla ice cream in every single city they went with. I've had the Shamrock Shakes once. I've only had them once, so I don't quite remember, like I don't have a distinct memory of how they taste. I just remember they were mint and I was really happy about it. But when my parents were in Germany, my dad only had the vanilla ice cream. And my mom actually got a little upset at him about it. She was like, you should try other flavors. He's like, no, I'm comparing. He was comparing all of the different, like, subtle hints of the different vanilla flavors in the German ice creams. So I get it. If you have to order the same flavor everywhere so you can really tell what the difference is and really narrow down the best. I don't know if he ever picked a best one. I think he was just like, they were all delicious. Like, okay. Okay. One more layer for shading. Let's do this like darker blue color. That's what I'm feeling. So excited to be halfway done with these emotes. Oh, excited. I know I don't normally like switch up the colors for the shading on these emotes lately, but because this emote is mostly just one color, just one kind of big white ramen cup, I'm doing the darker blue because it would have more blue tones because it is white, and it'll help bring out the white. Aww, that's so cute! I like bookstores that have cats. There is this bookstore in the town I grew up in that had a cat, It was this little used bookstore, and they were so cool. It always smelled really nice in there, like kind of, because they would also do like chocolates and like fancy bookmarks and stuff, so it always had like a combination of like new books, old books, and like chocolate, and it was amazing. And they had a cat, and I loved it there. I haven't been there in forever. I don't even know if it's still around. They had this really cool section of like local Michigan children's book authors, because I went there when I was a kid, and they would have these super cool like illustrations in them. I got a bookmark from there. It was like this series of bookmarks that were supposed to look like they were recreations, like small recreations of Tuscan rugs. And it was so cool. It was my favorite bookmark. You're supposed to take them like out of the plastic sleeve because they're made of fabric, right? I never took it out of the plastic sleeve it came in. I would just put it in the book. And I would only read it, I would only use it with this one specific book series that I really loved. So it was like favorite book series at the time with my favorite bookmark. I don't know where that bookmark is right now. I think I lost track of it. I think I gave the book series to my brother, and maybe I gave him the bookmark with it. Should get more bookmarks. It's something that I'm realizing that as an adult I don't have anymore, is I don't have bookmarks. Somehow as a kid I had like 80 billion bookmarks. I had bookmarks for days. I don't even know where I got all of those goddamn bookmarks as a kid, but eventually I was like, I have too many bookmarks, and I got rid of a lot of them. Now I have no bookmarks. Where'd all my goddamn bookmarks go? And people used to just give you bookmarks as a kid. You'd go anywhere and they'd be like, do you want a bookmark? Nobody does that anymore. Do they still make and sell fancy bookmarks like the Tuscan rug bookmarks? They probably do. I'm thinking about that bookmark still. I don't have time to really sit down and read a lot of books anymore. I'm trying to do more audiobooks. But they're good. They make me very happy, but it's not the same kind of feeling when I finish a book. Like, it's a different kind of satisfaction. It doesn't feel as much of an accomplishment. It just feels like something that I enjoyed, but not something that I can like proudly like hold up. It's not something I can measure. Maybe that's what it is. I can't hold up an audiobook and be like, my audiobook was this thick. I guess. I don't know. I enjoy literature in all forms, but I enjoy it most in books. Books at work, or I'll listen to them like if I'm doing dishes or when I'm drawing, like off stream, or when I'm doing chores or like laundry or anything. I like listening to specific audio narrations on like YouTube or some audiobooks that I really like. Did I crack my nut? I haven't actually been camping in forever. Someday maybe I will get a hammock and I will sit in the summertime in the hammock and I will read books when I will have time. Maybe when I am old and retired. This one audiobook I finished, The Grand Hotel, and the narrator has this really deep, calming voice. I'm thinking about listening to it to fall asleep. Because I've listened to the whole book through already. So now I'm like, maybe I can just listen to, like, the soothing tones of this audio narrator as they talk about people, like, getting murdered, because it's a horror story. The Hammock Life, yes. It's not a Spanish mystery. It's a, maybe it's supposed to take place in Spain, but it's supposed to be kind of ambiguous. Essentially it's told from the perspective of the night front desk clerk at a hotel, and he's giving a tour of the hotel to some people who stopped in because they weren't sure. It's a grand old hotel, and they stop and they talk to some of the guests and they tell each of their stories, and it's really cool. It is on Audible. I don't know how much it is. I definitely recommend listening to it because with the narration it's awesome. Oh, okay. Maybe like the Grand Hotel, the book is playing off of that. If it was a famous drama, but I don't know. There's also the Grand Hotel in Mackinac, but it is not that. It's definitely a book that's supposed to take place in Europe, but it's never stated why, and that kind of plays into the mystique of the hotel. If you like that kind of book where it's a little scary, but it's not terribly scary. It's not super gory or like nobody explicitly dies terribly, nobody gets haunted. It's not a thriller. It's just supposed to be a little creepy, make you think about things. And I like some books like that. Some books like that are just kind of dumb. I'm gonna do some very light fading on this shading because I do want it to be kind of darker and a little bit sharper. Yeah, I like all kinds of horror, but I really appreciate something that's more just creepy or strange. It kind of just makes you think about things a little bit, or like a psychological horror. Alright, I could shade deeper into this, but I am not going to. Do I want to set it to like 60? Maybe? Yeah. I have never seen Annihilation. What is that? It sounds like a movie from the way that you say that I have to see it. Tell me about it. I am excited. I am intrigued. There's not a lot I can do for the highlights for this, so I'm just gonna go straight white and fade it out because it's the very white cup. Technically off-white, the way I colored it. I have not seen a ton of horror movies. I like more. I tend to do more I tend to read horror books and horror stories more than movies, just because I don't have time to sit down and really give proper attention to a horror movie that it deserves. Also, I have a terrible attention span. Really awful. Something that I'm working on. Doesn't mean I am opposed to watching this. I do really like watching ones that I've seen. There's one really good kind of psychological horror with like a little bit of gore. That's a Netflix original called I'm the Pretty Thing That Lives in This House. And that came out, I want to say in like 2017 or I think it was 2017. And it is really good. It's super weird. I had to watch it actually a couple of times to like fully understand the plot and understand all of the intricacies of it, but it is so there is a little bit of blood and a little bit of gore, but it's nothing super huge. It's more just supposed to be creepy. Alright. We are gonna call that emote done. Hooray! Man, looks pretty good. Is it on Netflix? Can I watch it? Is it easily streamable that I can watch it? Okay. Now before I start getting into these, I'm gonna do these two really quick. Oh, do you know where I could find it? If it's really good, I will go hunting for it. Okay. Oh, whoops. That's what I want. Yes. Thank you for telling me that, so I can definitely avoid that site in order to not watch the movie there. I would absolutely never in my life dream of doing something like that. So what shall I do after the stream tonight? Shall I watch a horror movie? Or shall I watch the newest Pixar movie, Turning Red? It's gonna be Turning Red, but... Exactly. I have to spread that information to make sure no one accidentally commits a major sin / crime / immoral act of viewing content outside of the paid to view service. Okay, I will watch it and tell you how it is. I'm trusting it's going to be fantastic. I still haven't caught up with Let's Play. I'm realizing that the author probably went on her yearly hiatus that she goes on every summer. But I don't know. Because what I do is when I look at comics to read, I try to look for ones that have updated recently and like try to limit myself and not go into my backlog. But I've run out of my backlog, so now I have to. I'm gonna catch up on it. I'm gonna catch up on it this weekend. watch Turning Red after the stream. Catch up on Let's Play tomorrow. I guess it's the last day of it. Our weekend is only 2 days. Trying to get this to the right side. Maybe he tilted a little bit more. Close enough. Okay. Now, I'm going to do the heart on this. Should be this one? Nope. This one, okay. Oh, yep, this is the heart, okay. See, I did much simpler shading on these ones. A little bit earlier. Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna pop this up to 30. Yep. And I have to Uber hunt. Okay, I handed a little. This. Oop. Hide this. There we go. This. I'm not gonna. I know. There we go. Now, I'm gonna also get a little bit smaller so that it fits within the bounds of the emote box. I'm really excited to have basically half of these emotes done, okay. This looks like the Powerpuff Girls heart. Yeah. Now let's merge both of them. Look at that. All this heart. Now let's do some very, very basic shading. I know I say that like every time. How basic is this shading? So basic, they still drink Starbucks. Starbucks. Oh, okay, Starbucks is terrible. But if you like it, I'm not gonna hate you. I remember for a while that was like the biggest insult you could give to a girl ever, was calling her basic. Was that just like a year? That's still an insult? I kind of cut myself off from society for a while, so I don't know. Does that still mean? I hope so. I hope my insults are still work as insults, because if not, I'm very vulnerable to bullying. Saying okay boomer still an insult? Have they reclaimed that? Look at me trying to shade an imaginary shape that doesn't actually exist in the human form at all. And then let's still turn down the opacity a little bit. Just gonna do. Oh no, not what I wanted. Okay. Like 1 or 2 layers of highlight. Nope, don't like that. go. Alright, that's the heart. Turn this back on. We got this emote done too! Hooray! Actually, let's lower the opacity on that highlight a little bit. Taking away a bit from the background. Or from the foreground. That's the word! Background in the back and foreground in the front. Okay. Now we're gonna copy paste this over to the other one. It was this? Yeah. Lower it. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Ah. Secret. Ancient secret. Ah. Nah, these are just really simple ones. These are not hard. Okay, but I do kind of need to adjust. Alright. Alright, there we go. That's pretty much centered on the character. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna move the whole thing. All right. Our entire second row is done, and half of our third row is basically done. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, this... Alright, let's hit save. Big stretch. Whew. The big heart one is reminding me of like those frosted cookies that people will do in post speed paints up, where they're frosting the cookie, and now I really want to. Oh, I really want those like super cheap holiday cookies that one mom would bring to like every single elementary school classroom party, where they're just pure sugar, they crumble so easily, they're basically dust frosting, and I want to have one so bad right now. I don't know why, but that's what I crave. Alright. Let's get on all the other ramen cups. Cool. The store-bought, yes, those ones. And then they'd have the huge sprinkles on them. It's so hard not to buy them every time we go to the grocery store. So hard. Okay. Now I'm gonna try to show you guys the difference between copper and gold. The secret is that there isn't super... Oh, I lost my purple stack. Okay. One is just slightly more brown than the other. Brownish red. There we go. So these three emotes are gonna be like tier badges. Yeah. Exactly. And they would bring like 5 of them and be like, everyone can have one of these cookies. It's like, I know you bought enough so we could all have 2. Just give us all 2. Make your life easier. Get all the sugar out now. We're all gonna be crazy. Like, just give it to us. Those. Okay. I like those cookies more than Oreos. I'm gonna leave this colored partially because I was a dumbass and I didn't make a copy of the line art layer when I was first doing that little Fallout Boy happy face, and also because then if I just do it colored in, you won't be able to see it as well. It'll get lost in all the other details. I still want it to be recognizable. This whole cup is gonna just all be one color, including like the noodles and the lid and everything. Because they're just supposed to be kind of cool badges. And now for the theme! And the theme will still be great. Thinking about doing some gaming streams in the future, but probably get a webcam that shows my face if I do that. I feel like that's a major part of enjoying a game stream is the face, but who knows? Who knows? I'm terrible at video games, so that would be the interesting part of the stream, is seeing how I never get past the first checkpoint in like Shovel Knight. What would I play? I'd probably play like some indie games, maybe a couple of horror games, maybe some Stardew Valley if I just wanted to show you guys my super cool farm, my super chill and awesome farm. I'm really bad at video games. This hand-eye coordination for drawing does not translate well into anything else. So it would be watching me die a lot. It wouldn't be rage quitting, but it would be watching me die a lot. To a point where I'm just sad. You move past anger and you just become sad. I actually used to have like a lot of independent horror games from Steam, and then Steam did an update and they were all gone. Really upset about it. I spent hours finding them. Ooh. Also, essentially any game I can play with a controller. Emily wants to play. I have not. What is that one? Tell me about it. E. Sounds like it's gonna be scary, and I am intrigued and excited. My wrist is starting to hurt a little bit. Probably wear the brace to bed. Hopefully I remember to. Believe it or not, stretching hurts. Why would I take a break when I could also just power through and keep going? I can hear you furiously clicking away. I can sense it. I could totally replace my wrist. I could replace it with half a can of string beans. If I fill it up with cement and I just put it, I wouldn't be able to replace my entire hand, but I could totally replace my wrist that way. As I was saying that with my brain, the rest of my brain chimed in and goes, hey, your wrist connects your hand to all of the nerves and the muscles and the ligaments and the ability to do that. So no, you can't replace your wrist with that. So you are correct, I can't replace my wrist. I was just thinking I could replace it shape-wise. Wouldn't that be nice? We could just all be made out of spare parts. I think they made a movie about that. I think Robin Williams was in it. I think it was called Robots. My brother made me watch it 5 times a day for a year. I think Robots, the movie that came out in like 2006, holds some very good points that apply to the modern era about how we throw things out and just try to do upgrades instead of improving and fixing old equipment that still works and is still usable. What? That is so cool. I want to play that. That sounds awesome. That sounds amazing. My brother keeps trying to get me to watch the Five Nights at Freddy movie that came out forever ago and that has like Nicolas Cage in it. And I'm like, I don't want to. I was there when Five Nights at Freddy's first came out. It was a dumb ass game then, it's a dumb ass game now. It had its own merits. I'm sure it was good at the beginning. It seemed interesting and fun, but it's not anymore. But that's just my opinion on it. I'm sure there are plenty of die-hard Five Nights at Freddy's fans. I've seen porn of the weird creatures from Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like a weird... The demographic for that type of not safe for work art is very weird. It's like a combination of people who are furries and enjoy body horror in a sexual way, and I can't get behind it. They can have their own kind of fun, but I just can't get behind that. I'm coloring the Steam line art white in these ones, which is something I should have done for that first ramen cup, but the line art on that is faded out, so it's a little less noticeable. The line art will not be faded out, so it will be more noticeable, so I'm making it off-white to help kind of like blend the Steam further into the background. Did I explain that properly? Did you guys understand what I was trying to do? There we go. Try to get it so it looks like the Steam is in front of the cup. I should probably color this part too, because it's covered up by the Steam, and this implies that it's covered up by the Steam visually. Hooray! Visual implication! Realizing that like the edge work here is a little sloppy. That's okay. It's gonna be faded out. It won't be as noticeable. Yeah, it's not bad. Now I'm going to do different shading colors for the theme. I think the theme should be set to like 30. I'm not gonna sneeze, not gonna sneeze, not gonna sneeze. Okay, didn't sneeze. I will actually be right back. I am going to run to the restroom really quick. I got up, so I wasn't messing around with the computer, and the computer's like, oh, go to sleep now, as soon as I said that. This theme will be better. This theme will not be like the other theme. This theme will be better. really should look up like some hand and wrist stretches when I'm drawing for long periods of time. Wipe up my tablet. You might hear some crunching noises as I open up one of my tablet wipes. It's all dry now. Energy drink. Baby Monster just doesn't wake me up like Nos does. Because when I have a Nos, I feel like fucking wired. When I have a Monster, I'm just awake. It's because I used to drink Monster when I had to stay up really late and like work on a lot of art projects for school before I discovered Nos, so maybe my brain just like, Monster is when we have to be awake. Nos is when we want to be awake. Maybe that's what it is. No. Remember, kids, don't drink a lot of energy drinks like me. You will become immune to the powers of caffeine. I don't know, I can feel the tired setting in. Yeah, I'm not even like I'm like a third of the way through this. I started drinking it at 6. I should be way further along. That's why I'm not awake. Spending too much time arting and I'm getting tired. I'm not drinking enough caffeine to stay awake. There's one game I want to play, and that I'll probably end up playing on stream called Layers of Fear. I was playing it with Art on stream, but it's a bit of a scary game, and Art does not like scary games. Yep. I know that Nos is supposed to be like a pre-workout, I think, type energy drink, so maybe that's why it has extra caffeine. What is RIP? What is it? I don't know what that is. Sounds like an energy drink that'll kill you, and I am. I have no idea what a Rippet is. For a second, you put that in chat, and I thought you meant Whippet, and I was like, I don't think those help you stay awake. But I wouldn't know. I was really confused for half a second. I was like, no. I definitely am reading that wrong. Reminds me of this guy I met on a bus. I used to take the public transport in Grand Rapids a lot. Didn't have a car. Huh. That's weird because I have never heard of them. That is so weird. Also, it's weird to think of an energy drink sponsoring the military. Not gonna lie. I feel like the government gives them a lot of money. Why is an energy drink sponsoring them? But what do I know about that? You know, I have very particular taste when it comes to energy drinks, and it's as sour as possible. So I tend to drink like Monster and NOS. My favorite flavor of NOS is the green apple NOS. Oh, okay. So maybe they have a contract. Okay, that makes sense to me. NOS is already pretty sour on its own in its original like tangerine flavor, but when you get the green apple one, so good, so good. Maybe if I saw like the can, I might recognize what it looks like. And like, oh yeah, I've seen that on my way to go get it, NOS. Shit. Oh, I was talking about, because I thought you said whippets for a minute, and I used to take public transport in Grand Rapids a lot when I was in college because I needed to get to and from the city. And I remember standing at the bus stop one time. It's 6 in the fucking morning. I'm taking the first bus out of the city to the town where my classes were. And I'm standing at the bus near a Meijer grocery store. And it's like a covered, almost like a mini bus station. Just like a plastic cube, essentially. And there's this guy, this large, unwashed man, who is taking air out of one of those computer cleaner things, like the computer cleaner air cans. And I tried not to make eye contact or be near him, but there was a lot of other people, so I was standing in this bus terminal thing, trying to just wait for the bus, and I think he thought I was looking at him because he kind of nods to me and he's like, "This is my medication." And I'm like, "Alright, that is definitely a air can." I didn't say anything, but I'm like, "That's not medication, that's definitely an air can." Because I used that on my computer, I used it on my keyboard today, and it was a little terrifying. He did not get on the bus. Met a lot of very strange, interesting people on the bus. Summertime bus rides are fine. Summertime bus rides, parents are taking their kids to the library, and like teenagers are going to the mall. Wintertime bus rides, especially wintertime bus rides, either in the very early morning or even just a little bit into the evening where it's dark outside. Very different kind of bus ride. Very different bus environment. You get a lot of older people, and you get a lot of people who you question where they're going and why. Terrifying thing. And you know what? That is the level of shading that I'm gonna do for this steep. Yeah. do. I need to create a new layer and then do that. Alright. I'm gonna hit multiply and then nope, that's not what I want. Why do you do these? Really something that I could do if I wanted to be really lazy. Be just a minute. Get rid of this. Then leave it. This one? Yep. Essentially just try to line up the shading. It won't be perfect. Get bucket down. That way I don't have to redo all of the shading connected. Okay. Now a different thing that I'm going to do. Instead of having it be overlay, I think I'm going to switch it to yep. Drop this down to like 40. Alright. This is straight white. But here it is. Little bit of extra blending. Let's do one more overlay layer. Let's reduce this to like 75. There we go. Let's do one more overlay layer. Set it to add. Okay. is definitely much more copper than bronze, but that's... You get the idea. Okay. Now, before I completely merge everything, what I'm going to do... First, save. Over here. Let's do all of them. See? Okay. Yep. You can line it up. There we go. Except I'm now gonna do this. Okay. See? See? Whoop. Silver! Ta-da! Okay. Now one more thing to do. Here we go. Okay. 11. Now we're gonna put this cup base. I know that messes it up. Give me 1 second. There we go. So that there's a little bit of shading on the little guy. Awesome. Now we're gonna go things around with this one. Just look better to me. There we go. We need a bit of a stretch because my shoulders hurt. But go! Ta-da! And we just have to sit. Okay. Now rearranging things again a little bit. And look at that. So Alright. I'm realizing that like this one over here is a little high. That should be here. Yep. Weird because I thought I fixed that, but who knows? Ah, there. Look. Ah. Do some stretches. You guys can't see them, but I'm doing them. Yeah, my back hurts a little bit. Right. Alright, now let's get into the remote control. These are based off of the controllers that you find on the Tryhard on the Tryhard Friends channel that I've designed already. I have to, before I can color these, double check the colors that I picked out, like the color codes for them, but I keep them for brand consistency. No. You know what? Maybe I want to bump it up to 20. Such a simple shape. No. Almost. Oh. No. The hard part of line art. Okay. I'm just gonna have to be happy with that. See, I can. Chair move while I was making that line. Okay. I'm gonna pop that over here so I don't have to redraw it. There we go. Okay. Now the even harder part of drawing a line. Ah! Oh. No. 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 Alright, we're just gonna use the line tool again. Okay. How did that get so big? Okay. There we go. Now this one has like a slight curve, so I can't do that. Ah. I feel like that looks weird. Alright, good night, Fences. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. It was really nice to hear from you. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Oh, okay, that's really bad. Okay. I think that's fine, right? Oh, okay. You know what? We're gonna make it a straight line. Fuck it. Alright. Now. Nice. Okay. I feel like a lot of this line art is going to be me using the shape tool. Or you should put that on its own layer so I can then move and adjust it. There we go. And now more circles. Take this down to 5. Oh, too skinny. Alright. Back up to... It'll be fine. There we go. What? What? No, no. Saturday night. Saturday night. I keep thinking it's Sunday night and then I have to go to work in the morning. I don't. Saturday night. All right. So close. No, I wanted. Thank you. Super close. rotate it. Right, almost done. There we go. Excuse me. Oh, thank you. Very nice. Thank you. Look at it. So clean. Okay. Evident. Fuck over. That was my attempt at the SpongeBob voiceover bit that they would do. Just sit through shit that I have to sit through. This is one of the reasons why I don't like doing graphic design as much anymore, because essentially a lot of it was setting up documents and I would just be sitting there and I would want my eyes fall out of my skull. Hated it. For a sec, I thought it just stopped. I'm just holding the button down. Okay. It's on. I guess I could use my other hand and look up the hex codes for the colors. Art person. just using one finger. Doot, doot. Is that what these are? Nope. I found it! The color values. And just put them into RGB. A million years later. We did it! I found the color codes! Hooray! Good God, why did it take so long? I'm gonna write them down so I don't have to stare at my phone all the time. Ah! And I almost knocked my mouse over. Almost, but I didn't. Haha! Oh, come back. Okay. Pen don't die on me now. E. 96. Okay, cool. Alright, now let's do green base. Okay. That's right. Mystery slider, that's the color wheel. But they did it on a different program. Okay. Maybe I could do it for getting there. One. This is the wrong green color. Ah! Let me double check. Okay. Maybe this is the right... You know, yeah, this should be the right color. Okay, cool, awesome. I think it needs to be more like... Yeah, okay. If it's not right, I can always go back to it later. This should be correct color value. Such a fluorescent green that it hurts your eyes. I did it on purpose. We're gonna make these just a medium gray color. Yeah. Suppose I could have imported the original image and just pulled the color from it, but I didn't think about it until now. But too late. Now I'm not gonna do straight black for the controller. That was terrible to look at with your eyes. Yep. Now we're gonna go over here and do the exact same thing, but reverse. No, that's not how. What the fuck? Don't come back. Don't come here with that shit. Actually, I can make this even easier on myself. Get that focus. Right. Probably plug in my computer again. Oh. We are actually going to make the cord. No! Because cords don't change colors with controllers, right? Look at that. Matching controllers. Alright. I know I still need to do the shading on these, but it is about time to wrap up, so I'm gonna call it a night. I had a lot of fun with you guys. Thank you, tryhard friends. Thank you, Ventus. Thank you, Livid Lemming. Thank you, Gakko, for hanging out in chat. I did get so many done. Makes me really excited and happy. I can see the light at the end of this fucking emote tunnel. Anyways, I'd also like to thank my Patreons, Livid Lemming, Gakko Pony, and Fixerist. If you want to find my speed paints, you can. They are on YouTube, which is just right there, Gingersnap Draws. If you want to see more of my art, you can find me on Instagram.